All right, so everybody, welcome to the South Fork of the Snake River. We're right on the bank right now. We didn't pay $500, $750, $1,000 for a guide. We're doing what a lot of people do after work, come down to the South Fork of the Snake for a chance at catching incredible cutthroats. Now, we're gonna be honest with you right now, we don't have the right gear for this. We would really like to be using larger rods and fishing right on the edge of the current lines. As you can see, we've been out here all week in Idaho this week, basically fishing smaller streams, fishing smaller ponds, showing families how to be successful. So we got lighter rods. However, you can still be successful staying close to the bank and fishing right on the edge of these heavy current lines, because we're seeing water's coming out, food's coming out of the dam, and the fish are sitting right on this conveyor belt, right on the edge. They're waiting for food to get by. Now, what are we doing today? So far, we're finding success with yellow jacket salmon eggs. They've been the hot bait. We don't know if that's gonna last all night, but right now, yellow jackets have been the way to go. And we're hoping to get into some more great cutthroats here. Roughly an hour from Idaho Falls, an hour from Jackson Hole and Grand Teton National Park, and one of the most well-known rivers in the western United States.
Look at that.
Right on the edge of the current.
Look at this. First cast with a yellow jacket. Get over here.
Unbelievable.
Woo! All right, guys. First cast, yellow jacket. You're gonna be amazed what I caught on the first one. I've got a cutthroat in the net here. I'm gonna show it to you. First cast, yellow jacket. Incredible. Look at that thing. Just gorgeous. Gotta get it back in the water here so it can swim away.
Ooh, it's a nice fish. I can definitely tell that from this angle.
Yeah.
But I have not seen it yet.
Let's see it now.
Might be another cutthroat. Bigger than the last one. Oh yeah. Got him.
That's a nice one.
Big
man.
Mike.
Look at that.
Woo!
All right.
First cutthroat I ever seen in my
Oh
life.
my gosh.
That's a beauty.
All right, Big Mike all the way from Pennsylvania. First cutthroat of his life. And it's a beauty, folks. Can't even explain the colors and the battle that this fish put up. Just a beautiful fish here in Idaho. Another nice fish. Big Mike. Woo! Look at that one. Fatter than the last one. Nice. All right, Big Mike with two in a row here. Look at this one. A little bit thicker than the last guy, but what a beautiful cutthroat here on the South Fork of the Snake River.
Okay, as Chris mentioned to you, we really weren't set up for actually big river fishing. We're fishing smaller stuff. So went and picked up some really inexpensive items that you can actually use on your end and still be able to fish a big river. So I'm using just a standard 7-foot rod. I'm using braid. I've got 10-pound braid on here. And on that, I've got tied on a 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. So what I'm doing is using a slip bobber setup. So I'll show you what I'm doing on this end. So I've got just an inexpensive fill bobber with an actual bead and a bobber stop right there that slides onto the main line. Below that, I get a single split shot. Below that, another small split shot, and then a small little size 4 mosquito hook is what I'm doing on this one. And on that, all I'm doing is using one of our yellow jacket eggs, this one right here, putting one single egg on it, and there we go. With the slip bobber, I can adjust depth, and there we go. I'm gonna take him right to you there, Mike. I think it's another cutthroat right there on the yellow.
Yellow jacket has been hot. Oh, this one's got bright colors too.
Nice colors,
Bright
too.
colors.
There we go. Oh, look at that catch.
Yes, oh my God.
Oh my, welcome
Look at him keep-
to Idaho, folks. All right, check this out. You guys saw Joe just catch another beautiful fish. Can't even describe the colors of these cutthroat cut bows. I think this is a cutthroat. Just a beautiful fish here on the South Fork of the Snake River. I think it's another cut.
Another cut. A couple of these rocks here. Look at that.
Look at that, folks. Another cut. Lucky number 5. All right, here we go. Another one for Joe. Beautiful trout on a yellow jacket. He's gonna go home. We're not even gonna touch this guy. Come on, buddy, go home.
All right, want to cover something else I was using today. After the egg bite slowed down a little bit, I wanted to try something different. What I went to was Pautzke fireworms. So I went with the two colors, as far as the pink and the red. It's more of an orangish color. And all I was doing on these was using the exact same rig setup I had earlier for eggs. And just nose hooking these worms is what I was doing. So I'll show you the way I set it up. Wasn't pinching these down at all since we got bigger fish in here. They're not standard stockers. So I was using the full worm on these. So all I'm doing is taking it right through the front, simple nose hook, and actually just drifting it all the way through. There it is. Oh, look at that. Whoa. That is on a pink fireworm. Tried something different.
Have you seen it yet? Oh, it is
see that?
It's either a real colored up cutthroat or a brown. I think it might be is that a brown? It's a brown trout, folks. Welcome, Mr. Brown Trout. Right on the bank.
On the bank, look at that, right up close. Might be a rainbow.
We have not seen anything other than a cut so far. And
That's a rainbow.
that is our first rainbow of the trip, folks.
Oh no, it's a cutbow.
It
is
is
a
a cutbow.
cutbow,
Look
yeah.
at that fat little guy.
All right, guys, look at this beautiful cutbow here on the Snake River.
How you doing, guys? As you see, the yellow jacket slowed down a little bit. So I switched over to chartreuse garlic. And we're going to see if this works.
It's not the biggest one, but they all count. There you go. Another cut, I can tell from here. Colorful cut. Just like that, Big Mike is on the board again. They just keep getting better and better and better. Now look at the colors on this fish. Just indescribable how beautiful these cutthroat are here on the South Fork of the Snake. I mean, look at the bottom of his jaw. Just incredible fish.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from real close to the Wyoming border here in Idaho on the world famous South Fork of the Snake River. Now, we didn't hop in a drift boat like we really wanted to. To be honest, we didn't have much time to fish here at all. This was our last day of a 5-day trip in Idaho. We showed up about 5:30 during the summer months and we fished till almost dusk. And we quickly learned why the Snake River is so famous. Remember, we're not experts here. This was our first time being here, and to be honest, we have no idea what to do, where to go, how to fish it. We showed up with rods that were not ideal for the situation. They were much smaller, but we simply adjusted, and we focused on fishing right near the bank out of the heavy current. Now, it turned out to be a great scenario for us. We ended up catching a lot of unbelievable cutthroats out of here, just beautiful, stunning fish, all that were put back. For obvious reasons, you're not allowed to keep cutthroat here. We also caught one small brown, and we also caught rainbows. Now, this area is loaded with fish from what we're told by locals. We saw a dozen people here on a midweek day just standing on the bank with us fishing. Now, all of our fish came here at Palisades Dam, right at the base, where you can walk in only. We're above the buoy line where you could bring boats, and we're sitting here on the bank just like many of you would do. Now, we're about 55 miles from Idaho Falls. As I mentioned, we're only a few miles from the Wyoming border. But we're using pretty much bait, like we always do, right underneath the float, simply because we want to be able to see that strike, set the hook the fish right in the mouth, and be able to release those fish without harming them. Now, a lot of our catches, I should say, came on yellow jacket salmon eggs today. They were the hottest bait of the day. There's no denying that. We were catching tons of fish on those. We also, after they got conditioned to those, switched over to two different baits. The new Pautzke fireworm and also the chartreuse garlic eggs. Between those three baits, we were able to be very successful here on the bank, even though it was our first time ever fishing the South Fork. Now, we hope to come back now that we have a little bit of information on what this place is all about, and have other opportunities to maybe catch some even larger cuts. But who could ever be disappointed in a first experience like this? Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.